Good morning.
How you guys doing?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's our monthly financial wellness segment, and today I think we're always concerned about fraud and
Absolutely.
hanging on to our money. But today we've got a topic that might have to be explained to Andy: social engineering.
Are you kidding me?
Social
I'm a social engineer.
Yes.
Social
So
engineering.
social engineering, specifically phishing is what we're focusing on today, but social engineering as a broad topic is
Okay.
about manipulating somebody in order to gain access to information. So it's relying on building a relationship of trust to have someone provide you information that you would not otherwise have access to.
And people are building these relationships over social media through direct messaging,
Yep.
things like that.
That is one form of it, yes. So you can receive messages through your Facebook from someone you don't recognize. You may more commonly receive just random text messages on your
Okay.
phone, and those are a type of phishing attack.
You have some, don't you?
Yes, where specifically if you're driving down 94 right now, you'll see on the digital billboards, they've even got their proactive messaging out about those toll text scams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are a type of phishing.
It's funny too, because I remember like the day I got back from, I think it was Wisconsin or something. You get those, and it's like maybe
It'd be possible.
maybe
yeah.
I did,
Yeah.
but I do love the signs that they've been putting out. There is no toll. Obviously, there's no toll road in Michigan,
Yeah.
so you can figure that out.
Did you send me this email?
No.
It says, "Hello there. Before the end of the upcoming pay month, I need your assistance changing my ACH information. I'm sorry to have bothered you. What information must I submit in order to make this change? Warm regards." Well, right there, I knew it wasn't really from you.
As soon as it
But it
said
says-
warm regards,
Yes.
It says from Andy Holly.
ain't that
Yes.
something?
You know?
Yep, this
What
is
should
a
I do?
type of spear phishing attack, which would be more direct targeting of
Yesterday I said
the
that?
individual by a bad actor. So
You're
they're
trying to get his information.
Yes.
What is going on out there? The thing that's scary is these are getting more and more sophisticated.
Yes,
So-
with the broad access to AI now, it's very much harder to spot phishing attacks,
Yeah.
especially as they are becoming more well crafted. So before we'd be able to help teach people to recognize them by bad spelling or grammar errors,
Right.
things that just do not sound right when you read them. AI is helping bad actors now who may not speak English as a first language, for example, make their messages look much more polished, professional, and like they could come from a legitimate source.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's now more focused on do not click links. Reach right out to the institution you think it's from a number you know to be theirs. So for example, you get a text message from your bank saying, hey, there's been a charge on your card. This $900 charge is going through. Is this you? And there are legitimate messages that come out from your banks when
Sure.
you have a fraudulent attempt on your card. So it looks really convincing. But there's also a lot of phishing attacks that will just send those in mass to everybody in an area and or in an area code. And just do not click links. Reach out to your institution to verify, and it will save you a lot of hassle and grief.
Tommy, it would also help if we regularly checked our accounts, correct?
Yes. You should be checking it every single day, especially right now with all those scams, those toll roads. I don't know why people don't. I can tell you there's some people that don't check it for a whole month, and then things happen, and people get in there, and you don't know anything's happening.
We have so many transactions too, you really need to look. What should we be looking for when we're checking our accounts?
Everything that might not be you.
Okay.
I keep track in my phone every single receipts that I have that I'm making a purchase, or anything that my subscriptions, I keep a tally in my notes just to make sure that you don't have anything else. We had a coaching session that this person had 4 Netflix subscriptions.
Really?
Yeah, somebody took their information, started charging them left and right, but she didn't check her account every single day, so.
And a lot of times are these kind of obscure dollar amounts. It's, the $20 a month recurring, things like that.
Yeah, those smaller dollar amounts go missed. Typically like a $9.95 or
Right.
something like that. That you're not really looking at it. You know you have enough money saved up somewhere that's getting pulled, so it kind of gets missed.
No, it's confusing too. If you look at maybe a credit card statement, you think you're buying something from Tommy Harrison Company, but it's really owned by another company, and you don't even know what the purchase is.
Yeah, so typically when that happens, there's like a phone number that's attached to it.
Okay.
You can call on that statement to figure it out. Or if you want help, you can go into your institution. We're more than willing to help figure anything out.
How long does someone have to catch something and get it corrected? Can they wait too long and then it's too late?
Yes, there is a time frame that every institution is different. I believe ours is 3 months. Don't
Sure.
correct me on that, but I think it's 3 months, and you just want to make sure you're being proactive. That's the reason why it's crucial to check your bank account every single day.
And don't be embarrassed to call you guys, correct?
Yes, everything happens. I can tell you everybody gets caught with fraud. You kind of let your guard down, and right when you let your guard down, things happen. So make sure you're checking it.
And then so one of the things that people get asked when they make a charge is this a credit or a debit? Is there a difference if something happens with that charge that you want to dispute, whether it's credit or debit?
So it doesn't really matter on your debit card because it's automatically your funds. It just depends on when that transaction is going to get pulled from your account. But the best way to stop fraud is try to use your credit card because that is the institution's money, and we're going to try to get it back for you, and you're not out that money in the meantime. So you're not using your savings, or even further, if you don't even really have it, then you're kind of stuck without any money. So try to use a credit card or something that is the bank's institution money so we can try to get it back in the meantime.
And you have things in place so some bad actor couldn't just suck out all the money out of someone's account.
Correct. We have limits in place on cards, so everyone's different. I'm not going to dive into those because then the bad actors would know.
Yeah.
But we make sure those measures are in place so your money's not drained.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, and if you're traveling too, you want to contact your institution, let them know you're traveling.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get your card locked while you're in Florida or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and once somebody does like the toll scam, once somebody has your number, your credit card number or whatever, they can then use that again and again and again and again.
Yes, very
And they do.
potentially.
What's happening with the phone numbers too is we're getting all these phone numbers. You get a call, if you answer it, that goes into a pile, and those people are selling all of the numbers from the people that answer the phone. So it's a wild game out there
It
that
is.
they're playing.
It is,
There are
especially
some
with AI.
Yeah.
there are some proactive steps you can kind of take to help protect yourself. You can get yourself on do not call registries, which, assuming the bad actors are honoring that, could be effective. You can utilize certain services that will look online for any compromised information you have out there, like emails, passwords, phone numbers. Those services often have free trials, so you can kind of get a good idea of what's out there if you're unsure. You can monitor your credit report, look for accounts that have been opened in your name with any information that might have been compromised. And another really big one is using two-factor authentication when it's available. Because if you've given out your username or your password, for example, to your online banking, and that's all that a bad actor needs to get into your account, then it's very vulnerable and very likely to be compromised. But if they also need to have your physical phone or a code that's been sent to you, they have to go through additional steps to get it that might cause red flags, or they might not have access at all because they don't have your phone.
It's a hassle, but it's worth it.
It is, yes.
Are we-
I've learned to use multi-factor authentication on almost everything I do now.
So if
Yeah.
you have questions, you can visit the Fraud Fighters online, thefraudfighters.org. From American One, thanks to risk specialist Erin Supinsky and financial wellness specialist Tommy Harris. More of the show right after this quick break.
Thank you.